Okay, my name is Midnight Strike 3625, and you are watching a classic review of Pokemon Blue version. And I chose this version because it is really the only version that I have. And there are two versions of this game, Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red. Both of them were released in 1996 in Japan, and in the States 2 years later in 1998, along with the anime. So, this is a role-playing game, a turn-based RPG, and it's got a lot of strategic elements to it, very unique in that it really pioneered the role-playing genre, the turn-based role-playing genre on the handheld system. So it was really one of the first few to do it on the original Game Boy back in '96. So for this game, we're going to do New Game, and Professor Oak, the Pokemon Prof, will be welcoming us, into the Pokemon world. So this is a Pokemon. Basically, Pokemon shrink down to pocket-sized monsters where you can fit them in things called Pokeballs. So you can get 6 of them. You can trade them as you will. You can let them go. You can store them in PCs and Pokemon centers, which are really interesting. So, really interesting game. Really open world, open-ended, and you can explore and just catch whatever you want, basically. The tagline is, gotta catch 'em all. So the premise of this game is basically to be the best, the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is your real test, and to train them is your cause. Yes, I got the catchy anime song stuck in my head. Don't hate. Alright, so, you can name your character, and I'm going to choose Midnight Strike. Alright. And end. So, right, so your name is Midnight Strike. And this is funny, he doesn't even remember his own grandson's name, or granddaughter, depending on the state of mind of Professor Oak. I think he's getting Alzheimer's. I think he's getting up there a little bit in age, so... What is his name again? Okay. As a nod to the anime, I will be choosing Ash. That's right, I remember now. His name is Ash. Okay. So, here we go. Pokemon Legend about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits! Now I shrink Mario style. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Really cool looking 90s retro room, but really what's interesting is that it has a Super Nintendo here as an Easter egg. Midnight Strike is playing the Super Nintendo. Okay, time to go. Really, you didn't even have enough time to turn it on. Alright. But wait. One more time. I want to play some A Link to the Past. Yeah! There you go! Take that, Ganon! Alright, it's time to go. Yeah, I'll stick in some Super Mario World later. Alright, now I'm going to turn on my Windows 95 here. And in Pokemon Centers, as I said prior, you can toss or let go Pokemon. You can release them. You can deposit them into boxes. How is that not animal abuse? I will never know. Or you can withdraw from them. But at a time, you can only regrettably take 6. So... Again, this is a 90s game, so most of this stuff is going to look a little dated. As you can see, there's a random box TV in the middle of the living room here. Let's talk to my mother. Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Yeah, you shouldn't believe everything you hear on TV. So, yeah, apparently the gist of this, Oak is looking for me, and he's next door. But, yeah. Tons of stuff to explore under every nook and cranny, and it's a very interesting game in that there's tons of secrets. And one could consider this open-ended, but all in all, there is a pretty linear path to the end. But there's, again, a lot of stuff to explore, a lot of shortcuts kind of intertwining to other areas, so it's really interesting. Here, let me read. How do you read a sign from the back? Maybe it's double-ended, I don't know. Pokemon Research Lab. So basically, the first town you start in is Pallet Town. Shades of your journey await. So, yeah, this is a Midnight Strike first time that I'm actually playing something while reviewing it. So, yeah. Some 90s speak. Yo, Midnight Strike, Gramps isn't around. Well, no shit. So, basically, you start off with 3 starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and each of which has a elemental weakness and an elemental advantage. So, depending on which one you choose, later on, Ash is going to be doing the exact opposite. So, yeah, there's tons of theories, and this game doesn't exactly baby you. It kind of takes everything in strides. It gets easier, but then it gets a little bit more challenging. So, Oh my gosh, it's Oak! Hey, wait, don't go out. Why the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just come out of my mom's window? That's no good. No, TMI. Alright. You need Pokemon to defend yourself for self-defense and to attack or catch Pokemon for your own gain. To use and enslave as the Pokemon Master. So now he's taking me all the way back to where I just was. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to be able to choose my first Pokemon. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Wow, what a little brat. Let me think. Oh, yeah, that's right. I told you to come. He had to remember this. He can't even remember his name first. Now he can't even remember he told him to get over here. So, something's wrong in Oak's mind. Okay, so graphically, this game is pretty superior to everything else that was going on in the Game Boy era, the original Game Boy. It's not up quite to par with original Nintendo, but you can save whenever you want. It's not like Zelda where you have to die in order to save, so, you know, I'll give it that. So, here we go. They're inside the Pokeballs. When I was a youngin', I was serious Pokemon trainer. Merca. Alright, here we go. So like I said, each Pokemon has an elemental weakness. There are 3 different starters per generation of Pokemon, so every game starts you off with 3 different starters. What happens if I leave? Hey, don't go away yet. Okay. I just wanted to check that out. So for now, I am going to choose Squirtle. Or, why is that not? No, it was the... No, I don't want Bulbasaur. No. Because he's always going to choose the exact elemental opposite. Yes, I want the fucking water Pokemon. Alright. And there's this theory about how you're stealing Oak's affection from your rival, basically leaving him out in the dust. So you're just some kind of anti-hero. And you kill his Raticate too, which is really dark. Lots of conspiracy theories on the first game in Pokemon. And another thing, you can give them nicknames, which is really interesting. I am going to call this one... Let's see if I have enough. Yay, I do! Okay, Charizard. I shall have a Squirtle named Charizard. So basically you can call it whatever you want, as long as you have enough spaces. So, now he's gonna pick a Bulbasaur. My Charizard will beat your Bulbasaur. So, let's see. Now he's gonna want to battle me, and now I get to go through the battle mechanics in this part of the review. Wait, Midnight Strike, let's check out our Pokemon together. Alright, he'll take me on. Let's go. And this is basically turn-based combat. It's like a turn-based RPG. It's not active time battle like the earlier Final Fantasies, but it's more like in the vein of Final Fantasy X, Mega Man X Command Mission, and what's another one? Lord of the Rings, the Third Age, kind of. Where you just pick your items, pick your attacks, be it whatever they are. You can only use it a certain number of times. See, I can use this attack 35 times, I can use this one 30. And you can swap out Pokemon whenever you want, although I do not have any other Pokemon. I don't have any items. You could run here, so yeah. One drawback to this kind of fighting style is that the attacks slowly begin to meld together in terms of how powerful they are, so you're basically just button mashing the same button over and over again. So after a while, it's just like, come on, you know, just pressing the same button over and over again. So yeah, I'm gonna use Tail Whip first. Why though? Yeah. Okay, his defense fell. Now I'm gonna use Tackle. Charizard, use Tackle. Now he's gonna use Growl. Oh, jeez. Now I want to use Tackle. Okay. Enemy Bulbasaur, use Growl! Now my attacks are going to fall. So, not much to say here, although it is basically button mashing the same attack button over and over again. Tackle. And the attack animations are not really that well done. There's not much polish when it comes to that area, but it's what it needs to be, basically. This was the stepping stone into what would later become a very, very popular game series. Very popular. Popular is actually an understatement. So, let's go. I am for sure gonna win this. Alright, he's going... Oh, it failed. Okay. And another thing, like, when you're attacking all these Pokemon that are attacking you in the middle of the grass in tall grass, how does that work when they're fainted and their bodies are just laying there and you don't even catch them? Like, really, is there like some street sweeper that comes through and with the bodies of fainted Pokemon? Because obviously they're going to be there for a while. They're knocked unconscious. They are cold. So, there's a lot of conspiracy theories probably to go with that, but whatever. Use Tackle. Woohoo! I win! Okay, so you gain experience points after each battle, which ultimately contribute to a leveling system that eventually allows you to evolve your Pokemon, basically changing its form into a more aggressive type of feature. So, different Pokemon altogether. And that's a really cool, unique feature as well in the battle mechanics, because you can change your Pokemon basically to a higher level and use and unlock a whole lot of new attacks. So, yeah, basically, overall, again, you can use stones as well as items, other items. There's Super Potion, there's a spray, there's HMs, there's TMs, which are things that you can use to, let's see, there's things that you can use to basically level up your Pokemon, if you will, or heal them in battle, or cure some status ailment that has been inflicted upon you. There's just a ton of different variables. So overall, this game is really good. Everyone's probably already played it back in the day, so my final verdict will be 9.5 out of 10. So yeah, pretty great game. I highly suggest playing it. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it already. Really easy to find if you have an original Game Boy. If not, you can probably download it somewhere. I don't know. Pretty easy up until the middle section, and it just increases in difficulty. But tons of secrets, tons of nooks and crannies to explore. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Thanks for watching. 9.5 out of 10. Keep calm and rock on.